Ladies and gentlemen, we have on our show the infamous Erin Greene. Erin Greene is the spokesperson for the Rainbow Alliance. The Rainbow Alliance is basically the homosexuals organization in the Bahamas. All right, Erin could probably tell you more about that later. You know, we have finally we have some outrage about homosexuals in this country, and finally we have a voice by the Christian Council. I am so proud of this new Christian Council. I was embarrassed in my whole years growing up about the Christian Council because they never spoke out about anything.
No.
Now that we have a manly man like Lyle Bethel, a part of the Christian Council. He's watched the show all the time, by the way. Lyle Bethel, I'm proud of you. You're doing a good job.
Well, why you showing not lie? Show the boy out, man. The one who was on the show with the gambling.
Cedric Moss.
Cedric Moss, yeah.
Cedric Moss is out of town for 10 months, you know, preparing himself to do some
Don't
good
forget,
work.
he said he's watching on the internet.
Yeah, you can't miss it. This is essential watching, man. This must-see TV. You know, Lyle and John Humes, the new president of the Christian Council, y'all finally speaking out and letting the Bahamian public know what the views of the Christian Council are. Before, the Christian Council was like a bunch of sissies, to be honest with you. They said nothing about nothing, and you didn't know what as a Christian, you didn't know what you were supposed to believe, what you were supposed to think.
I think but what we need to do though, because we use the word sissy a lot, we need to put up our definition on the screen so people can know what we mean.
That particular sissy means coward. You know, not standing up, you know, not being brave and bold like Jesus, you know. So you want to big up the Christian Council for finally speaking out on the issues, and Lyle Bethel needs to be the next president, by the way. But John Humes is doing a good job. Lyle, I can vote for you after John Humes.
Anti-gay campaign stepped up.
That's the topic for today. Anti-gay campaign stepped up. And that's what Lyle and all these fellas making noise about the gay issue. You know, I didn't think the Christian Council had a problem with gays before.
But you know, that headline is attached to a totally different story.
I noticed that. But anyway, we could get to that in a minute. We could talk about all this anti-gay and all this other stuff first, but it seems like the campaign is against Erin Greene. That's how it almost seems like. Instead of actually being anti-gay, they using the old art of war strategy of attack the wolf and the sheep will scatter. And you is the big boss of bosses. Make sure you hold your mic up now. But you is the big boss of bosses when it comes to homosexuals in this country. You is the one who everyone hearing.
So is the presumption. I'm only the spokesperson for an organization that does not purport to represent the views of every single homosexual in this country. But certainly we know that we speak for a large group of homosexuals that are not comfortable with the treatment that they're receiving in this country and do not feel safe in their own country.
Yeah, but it seems like you are the person who is most vocal in the homosexual society other than Brother Vic.
Absolutely. I think being the spokesperson for this particular organization, my voice and my name is the one that is heard most often when speaking about any gay issue in the country. And
people in this country rarely ever get a chance to see you. Now they can actually see Erin and see what that voice that they've been hearing looks like. This is the face behind that voice.
Absolutely.
Pretty face. She got green eyes, just like her name. Green eyes, you know, pretty face, rasta hair, you know, and you dress like a man. So that make you a transvestite?
I don't think so. Not at all.
They say, Vicky was on the show, the transsexual, and she say if you dress like the opposite sex, is a transvestite.
Actually, what they say, yes, absolutely. If you dress in the complete apparel of the opposite sex for the purpose of presenting yourself as a person of the opposite sex, then you are a transvestite. When I get dressed, I have no intention of representing myself as a man. In fact, I think it's a bit dysfunctional if you look at me and you presume that I am a man.
You just wearing clothes.
In fact, wearing clothes that I feel comfortable
But don't you wear that? The basically, if you come out there and dress all sexy and showing all your curves and stuff, you would have guys hitting on you, right? So this is what I'm speculating, that you probably dress that way to tone it down a little bit.
And in fact, a lot of women dress that way. They take the focus off of their sexuality by hiding the curves. you know, by hiding the breasts and the cleavage, because it makes them feel uncomfortable, because the attention is no longer on them or what they have to say, their substance as a person. It's simply on the image that they're presenting.
All right, but I wanna take this back. I wanna show the Bahamian public a side that they're not hearing on the radio stations. They're not hearing on any other TV show. I wanna know who Erin Greene is. You know, I want to know the history of Erin Greene. How did Erin Greene get to be what Erin Greene is? You know, we know the Bible say, don't be a sissy. All right, we know the Bible say that. That's the real sissy now, homosexual. Don't be a homosexual. You know, we know the homosexuals say we don't actually go by what the Bible say. We free. We ain't Christian in some cases. You know, so we know that argument. But we get back to that. But I want them to see your story. When did Erin Greene first realize that Erin Greene was a homosexual?
Today's show is brought to you by The Audio Plus, your musical store, The Hit Spot, Uniform Depot, Quick Kicks, Love Yourself, Signature Dream Weddings, changing the outlook of weddings forever, Nitro Film Records, breaking sound barriers faster than the eyes can see.
Trendsetters, name brand fashions, and obsessions. Indulge in your pleasures.
Epic Battery, ever producing instant current. Price Busters, savings and a smile in every aisle.
Ideal Auto, tinting and accessories.
I always knew that I wasn't a typical woman. I always knew that there were certain things that women did that it didn't naturally come to me. But I tell you, when I was growing up in high school, when I was growing up, I was going to leave high school, I was going to go to college, I was going to complete my PhD, I was going to have 3 or 4 babies, I was going to come home and I was going to raise a family, and that was just natural. I didn't even realize that I could not do that. You know, I didn't realize that there was anything else to do. I just thought that's what everybody does. You go to school, you pursue your education, and then you have some kids and you mind your babies.
So did you ever have sex with someone of the opposite sex?
I've been engaged in relationships with people of the opposite sex.
Oh, so you're not just, you was not, you...
Oh. I didn't grow up, I didn't hit the age of 5 and realize that I was gay. Some people know, they know themselves, from their first conscious moment of awareness of themselves, they know. And I didn't grow up knowing that I would love women, knowing that I would feel this way about people of the opposite sex, of the same sex. I just grew up thinking, well, that's what you do. In fact, for most of my life, I didn't even know what a lesbian was. I mean, what was a lesbian? It just didn't have any relevance in my life.
Okay, so about how old were you?
About 20.
What?
21.
What?
Absolutely.
That's been 2 years ago.
Not that long ago at all. Not that long ago at all.
Yeah.
In fact, about 10 years ago.
Yeah. Wow. So you just realized that you like women.
Yeah, I was only recently able to articulate that to myself.
So hold on. Were you as a teenager attracted to women? You look at a woman and feel attracted, like I want that?
No. Not at all. In fact, I was really awkward in my...
Man, you ain't no sissy, man. You ain't no sissy.
You see, there are all kinds of theories on what homosexuality is, right? Some people believe that that we essentially are spirit, and that spirit has no gender. And so when spirit passes from one life to the other, you may have the memory of a past life where your spirit was in a male body and you had a relationship with a woman, but now that genderless spirit is in a female body, and you still have those memories of being with a woman.
Oh, so the spirit is at fault.
Spirit just is. Spirit can't ever be at fault.
No, the spirit could be at fault.
Some people feel that they are genetically predisposed to homosexuality. That when they were born, their DNA and the genetics was designed in such a way that they are attracted to someone of the opposite sex.
So blame your mom, your pa, or God for your genetics.